that's alright. Reloaded on TV, 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 that's alright. Speed it up. Life fast and furious, from gist and gossip, fashion and movie, lifestyle events, let me entertain you. Celebrity hangouts, that's alright. Reloaded on the streets, that's alright. What's up, people? That's alright. Reloaded on TV, that's alright. Reloaded on TV, that's alright.
Reloaded on TV,
a rebrand of entertainment.
Alright, happy people. You're welcome to another interesting episode of Reloaded on TV. And I remain your most humble, one and only TV Lion, Pius Reloaded Lion. Rah. Today's show promises to be a very explosive one because we've got lots in the bag for you guys. On the hangout segment, we'll be hanging out with no other but the Unilag Loader himself, Ibrahim Salau. And also on the WhatsApp segment, we've got lots of juicy entertainment just coming your way, guys. Don't go nowhere, because we'll be right back.
Every major breakthrough in tech changes the way we live, the way we connect, changes what's possible. Change is exciting, but also scary. I remember the first time someone asked me to send money with my phone. I thought, Now I can't believe I used to go to the ATM to get cash to give people. Today, we are about to experience one of the most exciting tech breakthroughs of our time. 5G. Kekes driving themselves in Kaduna. Surgeons in New York operating on patients in Nsukka. Holographic textbooks in primary schools in Akure. Musicians in Buguma recording live with artists in Beijing. Sounds like magic, right? 5G is not an evolution, it's a revolution. It will change everything. Just like GSM allowed us to make calls on the move, 2G gave us SMS, 3G brought the internet to our phones, 4G allowed us to share video. 5G will change the way we connect, collaborate, and compete in ways we haven't even imagined. At MTN, we are very excited to bring this amazing technology to Nigerians. And I know we're going to do incredible things with it together. So, with MTN 5G, what are we doing today?
You're welcome back to Reloaded on TV, guys. So quickly, let's go hang out with Ibrahim Salau, the founder of Unilag Loader himself, on the hangout segment, guys. Let's go!
Celebrity Hangout.
All right, so you're welcome to our hangout spots. So we don't waste more time. So can we quickly meet you? And can you officially introduce yourself to your fans and us?
Okay. My name is Ibrahim Salau, known as Unilag Loader across social media, usually. I'm a digital media strategist and I'm a filmmaker, content creator, basically. Yeah.
Wow, that's a whole lot. I mean, I would say that isn't enough for an introduction, though. You might put us through your humble beginnings, your upbringing, your qualifications, and just make it actually, just make it a little bit in depth so we can, we'll get to it.
Okay, when you talk about humble beginnings and all that, my mind just goes blank. Because what comes to mind is when I came to Lagos, I used to preach and all that stuff, But yeah, I've been a blogger for about a decade now, a little over a decade now, and I've been in the an influencer in the social media space for over a decade. That I think since like 2010, 2011, those early days of social media. When you say it now, it sounds like I'm talking about the 60s, but
right.
But just being
around the block.
Yeah. So just being around the block. Started up blogging. Unilagolodo.com. When I was in Unilag that year, and I moved.
So you actually graduated from Unilag.
I actually did not. Actually, I didn't graduate from Unilag. I dropped out of
But you
Unilag.
were
I
in
think
Unilag.
2 years
But you were in Unilag.
after. Yeah, I was in Unilag, and that was when I
So the
decided
brand
to.
Unilag Olodo started from Unilag. That's the blogging
Yes,
itself.
it did.
Actually, it started as a blogger. Okay, perfect.
Yes, it did. It did. It was when I just got to school. You know, after spending 4 years trying to get into the university,
Right.
I don't know. I think jam, post jam. You know how that goes. I'm sure they still face all those
Yeah,
things
that's
till
good.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
people say.
but I think after all this time, and then my mom insisted I must be Unilag. If it's not Unilag, you're not going anywhere. You know that kind of thing because she finished from
Yeah.
Unilag. You know, so she has that love for Unilag, trust in the system, and all that. You know, so me, yeah, I wasn't feeling it. In fact, I was frustrated. You know, I've had 4 years to. I would have gone to any other school, but it must be Unilag. Oh, this one problem today, the other problem tomorrow. So I decided to. So when I got in, actually, I I think I just was not. It wasn't what I expected. You know, it
Oh,
wasn't. I think because of my mom and everything, I just expected. I expected heaven on earth. You know,
yeah.
well, it was
And it didn't
a
come out that
normal
way.
school. It didn't come out that way to me because 100 level, the hustle.
Also, like, yeah.
Yeah, you're excited to be in
And
school, but then you're faced with running from one faculty to the other, finding
a
where to
lot of new
sit, or
challenges. Literally a
yeah,
new
and
life.
yeah, that year. I'm sure it's to be better now, but it was the trenches that year, you know. But then I just had this thing where I felt like I wasn't very very impressed with how we too, and then it's another level where you get to meet different people from different backgrounds.
Honestly.
I think secondary schools were just smaller scale. A few
Yeah,
friends
and
you've known for
yeah,
the
it was a
last.
big, yeah. I mean, it's a bit
You've known
compacted.
these people. Yeah, you've known these people for the last 6 years and all that stuff. And now you're with thousands
All
of
like
people
new.
from different places. And I just kept saying that, we need to do something because I feel like I think the vibe was that we're not very, very serious. As young people that time, we're just not very, very serious. And I thought, okay, I like writing, I like blogging. What can I do to help? You know,
Reloaded on TV.
A rebrand of entertainment.
so I decided, okay, let me start a blog where I put in stuff like study content. It was initially intended to be a blog where you go in, get updates on school things, assignments, and all that.
Okay.
I put up a couple of articles on study tips, put on articles how to maybe a link to an app that year, like how to get your CGPA. It was supposed to be a educative blog and all that. But
Yeah.
then over time, I realized almost
There was
we
no
no
buzz.
send we no send
Yeah.
education anything. You get that kind of thing.
You have
So
to
I
switch. You
figured,
have to switch to entertainment.
yeah. So I adjusted it a bit. I figured, okay, why not include entertainment? Why not? What people just want to know what's going on next. What everybody's shouting about on Twitter? What's the gist? What song is out? So I started putting up music. So it became an entertainment blog. So music majorly, gossip, but then a little bit of educational content, and that just kept going down, down, down. That became over time as the buzz was growing. I just realized people are not vibing with that content, you know. So I just went straight into entertainment. I just went straight into entertainment for I think maybe 2 years or 3 years, a couple of years. But then I had to rebrand to Olodo Nation, what I figured, yeah, popular, it's working out, it's doing awesome. But this wasn't what I wanted,
So it was like you were
I,
dedicated to a particular niche, Unilag. So you needed to
yeah,
take that prefix, that Unilag off.
Yeah, and aside that, I was on the entertainment side where after like, reflecting, I just felt like this wasn't what I wanted, you know. So getting the buzz was part of why I just moved to entertainment. So how can I go back? So I rebranded. Music became less of a priority, entertainment became less of a priority. It was always gossip and bad news and things like that. Those were the things that were bringing the traffic. So I had to make a decision.
Yeah.
Like, am I going to keep doing these things I'm not passionate about just because it is working in terms of traffic? Or do I do what I
Really
would
want to push
focus
something
on?
you're passionate about.
You get so I decided so I moved to Olo Donation and then I think I just go Turkey, stopped the stopped the whole gossip. There was still music for a while, I know. But then I just saw like traffic went from to from 100 to 0. You get that kind of thing.
Wow.
So it
Yeah.
felt like I had to start over. So I had to start over, start trying to build a fan base. Yeah, the fans were there, the numbers were there, but they were not vibing because that wasn't what they came for.
That's true.
So I just made that decision that I'm going to do this rebrand and just keep it moving. So I had writers come on the website. We have articles, so many articles on self development, so many fictional articles too. We had writers dropping series, written series, fictions on the website and all that. So that went on for a couple of years, and over time, I started to, then I was in my 20s. I was just, I was in my early 20s, and then as time went on, yeah, that 30 plus now. So as time went on, you grow with what you're doing grows. As you grow, your mindset changes. I started learning about financial literacy. I started learning about life in general. Just having this proper mindset to survive the world we live in. Because it's crazy. You can easily get lost.
Very crazy.
You
Very
know,
crazy, bro.
So I started just thinking, okay, this is me right now. The people I was attracting, it's normal when you start something, you're focused on being relatable. And the things that people that can relate with you are those within your age group, maybe plus or minus 5 years ahead, 5 years behind, because you can imagine me trying to put up stuff that uh, Gen Zs will vibe with. It is possible, but it will take extra effort, to take extra effort and deliberate attention. It won't be just like an autopilot. The same way when I start talking about, oh my man, Friday night now, I just want to go to sleep after I get back from work. It is people within my age group that will relate because they're in that phase in life. That kind of thing. So I just started thinking, okay, what are the values? What are the things that are important right now? And with that, I decided again that, okay, you know what? First of all, I'm having less and less time to focus because now the blog went from being my business to my hobby and passion. Because I realized
that it's part of your life already.
So I decided so I realized and decided that if I'm going to want it to be a business, I have to do what the people want. I have to do what the algorithm dictates. I have to just keep posting certain kinds of things that don't align with who I am today. So I decided, you know what, I'm not going to make my life that way. I've seen cases where revenue, numbers, and all those things turn people into who they aren't. So I decided that's not going to be me. I'm just going to do what I want. So I decided and said, you know what? What's the new mission? Yeah, the first, educate people, then entertain people. But now, things are getting more serious. Things are getting real. So I'm like, what I want to do now with my platform is to help young people, navigate life in more productive and meaningful ways. By putting up content that helps them laugh, think, and learn. because no how, you cannot remove entertainment from things when you're trying to catch people's attention. It is impossible. Except you have this niche group of academic people that you're dealing with. Even if you're trying to educate, even if you're trying to pass a message, you need to make it fun. You need to incorporate elements of fun into it. And even if you don't do that, the algorithms on social media will finish you, because that is what controls everything. And it's so easy to get lost in it. So that's why I cut off everything I considered negative. Not to like say people are doing negative things, blah blah blah, other platforms. But I just figured what I don't value, what doesn't align with who I am today, cut it off. You get. So I just decided, okay, this is going to be clean moving forward.
Reloaded on TV.
A rebrand of entertainment.
The suffix Olodo when you started off as Unilag Olodo. Is it that the Olodo? We all literally we all knows what Olodo means. So are you one?
Yeah.
Why did you decide to use it? Or was it because it's catchy and it was around the educational space? Maybe because you were in school.
Okay.
I'd love to know.
Yeah, I think majorly the thing is we are all Olodos when it comes to something. You understand?
Okay,
no matter how brilliant you are. A physicist, for example, that everybody knows it takes so much knowledge, so much dedication and brain power to become a physicist. You might not know the slightest thing about budgeting, which is like one of the simplest things you get. It just depends on your area of focus. And growing up, I realized that, we grew up with parents wanting us to be lawyers, doctors, and engineers, and going to specific schools, because they just have this mindset that this is the way you get that kind of thing. So I think that was my way of rebelling. That's my way of rebelling, that what, you cannot fit me into your idea of one thing, what everything has to be, or what success is, or what intelligence is, because we're intelligent in different ways. So yes, I do well in school. I consider myself intelligent, but I chose the name Olodo because I believe that different people, why you might be an Olodo in one area, and you're struggling, like you're struggling in an area, it might be because you are not following, you're not being true to yourself. You get. So everybody wants you to. It's like, let me give an example quickly to do it. I have a friend who is a nurse. Yeah, who is a nurse. And she's struggling. She was struggling in that area, But this chick, when we were in secondary school, she was amazing in physics, Wow. But the parents were like, someone was getting, how that time now, this one, maybe we all had favorite subjects, some are amazing in physics, some amazing in chemistry, some amazing in biology. So I consider biology easy, but the physics chick considered it horrible. You get that kind of thing. And she was forced to move into, she was studying nursing, I think. No, not medicine, but she was in the nursing field. And she just hated it. She was always depressed and all that because what she wanted was physics. And imagine living a life like that, where you are being knocked off for not excelling in a field where you are not passionate about. You get? I believe people should follow their passion. People should follow their passion in everything. And then the name Olodo was, it was catchy, but it was more of, if I'm going to be trying my best to educate people, I need to be more relatable. You get? It's like I come in and tell you I am a nerd or stuff, and you are here and I'm placing myself this way. You are less likely to listen to me because you just feel like, who is this person in this aisle? So you're saying you're better than me. You get? So it's a way of.
Olodo actually brought a lot. He attracted a lot of people to the brand.
You get?
Because everybody
is comfortable
with being an Olodo. Everybody can't be comfortable with being an Olodo. Yeah.
So it's like, yo, we are in this together, but let's grow, let's move. You get.
Yeah.
So that
Okay.
was the major point of
Yeah, perfectly
Philo.
answered. Perfectly answered. Yeah. So, and that brings me to my last question.
Okay.
I've noticed, although you indirectly answered it, while you were trying to give your background and other checks.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
which is, I can see there's a shift now. The brand has actually shifted from Unilago Lodo to Lodo Nation, and I've also actually seen a shift from the whole who you actually described and what you actually described as who you are not to who you are at the moment, which has given birth to a space you are in at the moment, which is digital marketing. I can see that's your forte, that's your strength, that's your focus. So is there a reason why you actually shifted now, basically or primarily to content creation, scenery, movies, and digital marketing, and you are completely off the blogging radar?
I wouldn't say I'm completely off the blogging radar. Yeah, even though it's been less and less I don't say priority, but I've been placing less attention on it. It's not been as consistent as it used to be. But that's still a very, very important medium to pass the message, to help people grow. That's still a very, very important medium. So why I moved major focus to digital marketing and content creation is I need to survive. I need to make money. You get because
the bills must pay.
Definitely, bills are everywhere. Responsibilities are springing up. I'm not in that space where I can just be playing around anymore. So I have to sit down and take okay, if you're doing this, how are you doing it? How are you going to survive? You get. So going back to school, working, paying bills. I wish I didn't have to, but
so man is actually growing old, and this bills got to be paid.
Bills have to be paid. So that's the major thing, and I've always been passionate that it's still part of that line. It's just the most logical way to stay in the same field. Content creation. I already create content. I already create content even without being a professional at it, because everything you do at that point coming up, every word you track, everything you say, it's content. Every image you project, everything you put up for brands, you get. So it's just now taking it more seriously, being responsible for a lot and getting more knowledge in the field. So I've been able to work at different companies over time in different capacities. So it's just basically saying things are getting realer. So you need to buckle up and absorb yourself. So that's the major thing. But then content creation is still telling the message. It's still storytelling. Marketing, you're pushing that stories to the intended audience for the goals you have to be achieved. So yeah, still the same field. It just goes after the pay.
I understand you perfectly well. Thanks for your time. Thanks for hanging out with us. We hope your message actually gets across to your fans and they get to learn a lot from it. I hope you actually enjoyed your time while hanging out with us as well.
Oh, definitely. And thank you so much.
I hope not.
Thank you for your patience with me.
Reloaded on TV.
A rebrand of entertainment.
And that was it from the founder of Unilago Lodo, guys, Ibrahim Salau. I hope you enjoyed it. Next up is the WhatsApp segment, guys. But let's go on a short break. Stay tuned.
What's up?
All right, guys, you're welcome back to Reloaded on TV. And next up is the WhatsApp segment. And today we'll be talking about Olamide and how he has actually influenced the Nigerian entertainment scene. Trust me, from my own perspective, I would say Olamide is the MVP, the most valuable player in the Nigerian entertainment music at the moment. He has actually done enough for the space. Lately, Zlatan took to social media page to actually praise the Bado himself, the snare himself, Olamide the giant, for actually putting him on, and so many other of his colleagues. I can actually go to count a lot of names after Zlatan has actually counted some names already. The likes of Lil Kesh, Adekunle Gold, Bella Shmurda, Zlatan himself, Ashake, Vector, Naira Marley, Young John, Fields, Fireboy, Chinkoekun, Portable, YC, Dotman, and the list is endless. trust me, this guy is not being talked about enough. He's not being given the credit he deserves, enough. I feel so. And it's high time we actually celebrate this guy while he's still here with us, because he's doing big and massive things for the industry, man. No cap. For Zlatan to take to social space to praise the bad man himself, the giant himself, Bado himself, is a lot. He would do all of these things without actually coming out to take stake for them, or to take credit for them, or to blow it out to the entire world. I call him the MVP because he's giving a lot to the industry. He's raised up guys that are giving us hits upon hits. Trust me, he deserves the credit.
What's up?
And still right about now, his recent signees, Fireboy DML and Ashake, are actually taking Afrobeat to the entire world. These guys are doing marvelous things, explosive things with the genre. They are making us proud, and we are just so happy Olamide actually put these guys on. Recently, Madonna featured Fireboy on a song Frozen, mad song, mad unit, made us proud. Ashake just dropped his EP, his number one on virtually all digital stores, virtually no countdown for weeks. These guys are explosive. So imagine Olamide didn't put these guys on. Would we have heard about them? Trust me, so many guys in the back that would still come from him. So this guy deserves most of this credit that goes to people that are actually getting them. I just feel he's not being talked about enough. So let's actually give him that recognition. Let's give him that space. We believe more guys will come from him. These guys will actually put us on that spot we deserve, the world spot. Trust me, Olamide, Bado, MVP, anytime, any day. Respect.
Reloaded on TV.
A rebrand of entertainment.
So that's it for the WhatsApp segment on today's show, guys. I hope it was juicy. You can do well to follow us on all our social media platforms, guys. I Reloaded NG, and also on YouTube, Reloaded on TV for more juicy content. Finally come to the end of today's show. Thanks for joining us. I see you same time, same station next week. I remain your most humble, most flyers, one and only TV Lion. Lion Reloaded. Lion.
Kill them with the vibe, kill them with the record, kill them with the positive energy. I go give them back to back, yeah. Kill them with the vibe, kill them with the record, kill them with the positive energy. I go break, murder. Kill them with the vibe, kill them with the record, kill them with the positive energy. I go give them back to back, yeah. Kill them with the vibe, kill them with the record, kill them with the positive energy. I go break, murder. Big go say, but I know want the hour, yeah. That's 1 hour.